be safe, if you want your schools to be safe, if you want your country to be safe, then you must go out and get the Democrats the hell out of office, because there's no common sense. And we're going to defend our borders, and we're going to fight hard on crime. We're not going to let what's happened over the last long period of time, it's been going on for a long time. We have borders down 40%, and it's tough because our economy is doing so well, more people try and get in. So it makes it even tougher. But the other thing is, we are going to protect your Second Amendment. You won't have a Second Amendment if the Democrats take over. You won't have a Second Amendment. You won't have a Second Amendment. So last week, I visited a place where I essentially grew up, right next door, to discuss the menace of MS-13. This vicious gang has transformed once peaceful, beautiful communities that I know so well, I know them all, into blood-stained killing fields, savagely murdering, raping, and mutilating their victims. And they don't even want to do it with a gun. They talk about gun control. They don't want to do it with a gun. They want to do it with knives. They want to cut people up into little pieces because it's more painful. And then I have to listen to Pelosi and these people saying we have to respect them. They're human beings. They're not human beings. They're not human beings. And this is why we call the bloodthirsty MS-13 gang members exactly the name that I used last week. What was the name? Animals. MS-13 takes advantage of glaring loopholes in our immigration laws to infiltrate our country. That's what they do. Think of it. We're bringing them out by the thousands, but they come in. We're bringing them out by the thousands. You know, in Long Island, we have guys in Border Patrol, and we have guys in ICE, and women, and fantastic women, and brave, and tough, and strong. But we have the people in ICE. They go around and grab MS-13. And the beauty is, they're much tougher than these gang members. And they see these people, and they say, man, and they throw them into the paddy wagons. And the towns, this is Long Island, where I grew up. You have the same kind of communities, but for some reason, so many in Long Island, it's like they've been liberated, like from a war. It's like the enemy has been taken out, and the people are dancing, and they're waving, and they're looking out their windows, and they're waving to the ICE people. Those people are incredible, brave, tough people. They've been liberated. Terrible. If you would have told me 30 years ago, 20 years ago, that could happen to Long Island, I would have said, no way. But that's what happened. But think of it. It's like these towns have been liberated. Yet in the face of MS-13 and its threat, Washington, Democrats, voted against legislation to remove these criminal aliens. They voted against case law. And they voted in favor of sanctuary cities that protect criminals. And they voted in favor of catch and release, okay? So Democrats have opposed every common sense measure necessary to stop this horrendous scourge of crime, to dismantle MS-13, and to stop illegal immigration. That's why we have to go in November. You have to work with Marcia. We have to get the votes. We need the votes. They stick together. They'll always vote. Phil, whatever the hell his name is, this guy will 100% vote against us every single time. I have Democrats